Struggling with IBS? Wondering if a high fiber diet is the solution or just another trigger? You're not alone. Fiber can be a game changer for digestion, but for people with IBS, it's a bit tricky. Eat the wrong type, and you might end up feeling worse. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how fiber affects IBS, and most importantly, how to choose the right kind to keep your gut happy and your symptoms in check. Irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, is a common digestive disorder that affects how your gut functions. Unlike conditions like Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, IBS doesn't cause physical damage to the intestines, but it can seriously impact your quality of life. Symptoms can vary from person to person, but the most common ones include bloating, gas, abdominal pain, and unpredictable bowel movements. Some people struggle with diarrhea, others deal with constipation, and many experience both in cycles. It's frustrating, uncomfortable, and can make meal planning feel like a guessing game. While there's no single cause of IBS, triggers often include stress, gut sensitivity, and one of the biggest factors, diet. What you eat can either help soothe your digestive system or make symptoms worse. That's why understanding fiber, and more importantly, the right kind of fiber, is so important for managing IBS effectively. So, how does fiber affect IBS? And which foods should you be eating or avoiding? Let's break it down. Fiber is an essential part of a healthy diet, especially when it comes to digestion. It helps keep your gut moving, supports beneficial gut bacteria, and even plays a role in controlling blood sugar and cholesterol levels. But when you have IBS, fiber can be a double-edged sword. It can either relieve your symptoms or make them worse, depending on the type you eat. There are two main types of fiber, soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber dissolves in water, forming a gel-like substance in your digestive system. This can help slow digestion, making it beneficial for both diarrhea and constipation. It helps soften stool when you're backed up and absorbs excess water when things are too loose. Foods rich in soluble fiber include oats, bananas, sweet potatoes, carrots, and psyllium husk, all of which are generally well tolerated by people with IBS. Insoluble fiber, on the other hand, does not dissolve in water. Instead, it adds bulk to your stool and speeds up digestion. While this can be helpful for constipation, it can sometimes worsen diarrhea and bloating in people with IBS. Foods high in insoluble fiber include whole wheat, bran, raw vegetables, nuts, and seeds, which may be problematic for some IBS sufferers. The key to managing IBS with fiber isn't just about eating more fiber. It's about choosing the right type of fiber for your specific symptoms. If you have IBS, choosing the right high-fiber foods can make a huge difference in managing your symptoms. The best approach is to focus on soluble fiber, which is gentle on the gut and helps regulate digestion without causing irritation. Here are some of the best IBS-friendly high-fiber foods. Oats, a great source of soluble fiber that helps soothe the digestive tract and prevent drastic swings between diarrhea and constipation. Bananas. Easy to digest and packed with fiber, bananas can help regulate bowel movements while also providing a natural source of prebiotics for gut health. Sweet potatoes. Loaded with soluble fiber, sweet potatoes are less likely to cause bloating compared to regular potatoes or starchy foods. Carrots. Whether cooked or raw, carrots provide gentle fiber that supports digestion without triggering IBS flare-ups. Chia seeds. These tiny seeds absorb water and form a gel-like consistency, helping to regulate stool consistency and prevent both constipation and diarrhea. Psyllium husk. One of the best fiber supplements for IBS, psyllium husk is a soluble fiber powerhouse that can help soften hard stools and firm up loose ones. While these foods are generally well tolerated, not all high-fiber foods are IBS-friendly. Some fiber-rich foods can actually worsen symptoms, especially those high in insoluble fiber. For example, beans, lentils, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts contain compounds that can cause bloating and excessive gas. Similarly, whole wheat products and bran, while high in fiber, can be too rough on the digestive system, leading to discomfort, cramping, or diarrhea in people with IBS. The key takeaway? Not all fiber is created equal. By choosing the right high-fiber foods and avoiding potential triggers, you can get the digestive benefits of fiber without the unwanted IBS symptoms. But how do you add more fiber to your diet safely without making things worse? Let's talk about that next. Now that we know which high fiber foods are best for IBS, the next step is learning how to add them to your diet without triggering uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, cramping, or gas. First, increase fiber gradually. If you suddenly start eating a lot more fiber, your digestive system won't have time to adjust, which can lead to bloating and discomfort. Instead of making a drastic change, try adding small amounts of soluble fiber foods like oats or bananas to your meals over a few weeks. This allows your gut bacteria to adapt without overwhelming your system. Second, drink plenty of water. Fiber absorbs water as it moves through your digestive tract, and without enough hydration, it can actually make constipation worse. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water per day, especially if you're increasing your fiber intake. Think of fiber like a sponge. It needs water to do its job effectively. Another helpful tip is to cook your vegetables instead of eating them raw. Cooking breaks down some of the tough fibers that can be hard on sensitive digestive systems. Roasting, steaming, or boiling vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes can make them easier to digest while still providing the fiber your gut needs. Finally, consider following a low FODMAP approach when choosing high fiber foods. FODMAPs are certain types of fermentable carbohydrates found in many foods that can trigger IBS symptoms, even if they're high in fiber. For example, wheat, onions, and beans are all fiber-rich but are also high in FODMAPs, which can cause excessive gas and bloating. Sticking to low FODMAP, soluble fiber options like oats, chia seeds, and psyllium husk can help you get the benefits of fiber without the discomfort. So, to wrap things up, the right fiber can help manage IBS, but it's all about balance. Choosing soluble fiber, increasing it gradually, staying hydrated, and avoiding common triggers can make a big difference in keeping your gut happy. But remember, if your symptoms persist, don't hesitate to seek professional guidance. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried a high-fiber diet for IBS? What foods have worked best for you? Drop a comment below and share your experience. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips on gut health.